Chatter's for half they'll get the Lucy.
Um, just trying to find open space. And then from there, it was more of my teammates seeing me. Um, and then just knocking down shots.
They made the game down the stretch. Just what went into the plays that you guys were able to make to cut out that.
Yeah. We've played a lot of close games. I felt like we did a really good job of getting to the right stuff. We made enough plays on both ends down the stretch to close it out. Obviously, they made some plays too that they just didn't quite convert. And if they do, it's a different looking game. But that's how basketball goes. So obviously we want to be better. We want to continue to be better. Figure out how we can be better from this game. But it's a tough league, and you always take a win. You never take it for granted. A win is a win.
Jay, you finished with 28 points and knocked down 6 threes. What was working for you offensively tonight?
Just again finding open space, finding windows to be available, and then be aggressive from there. And then just trying to play as simple as possible. Take what the defense is giving me, and don't try to force what's not there too much.
Sure, you guys play some of the better teams in the East recently. What was your impression of this Nate team after tonight?
Good team. Obviously, it's a weird game. Both teams being on the back-to-back. I'm sure there would be a lot more, I guess, preparation for both teams going into the game. But I feel like that's pretty similar to how both teams would play each other, even if there was more opportunity for prep. But they're a good team. They're well put together. They have a good fit, and I don't know what seed they are, but I'm sure they're a good seed for a reason.
I tried talking about the defense from a cap. In certain, which degree do you think that their defense brings you some kind of difficulty, and how do you kind of overcome that kind of bring out space and crush them in 3-1 as well?
Yeah, obviously, they're a good defensive team. They have a lot of guys that kind of fly around and cover up holes, and can make plays with active hands and physicality. And I feel like we did a good job of just making sure we were in the right spots, and then reading what they were doing and reacting to that, and then trusting each other, making the right play, making the next play, and from there, it was just about converting. We converted enough to win.
Yeah, Jay, but we play your best basketball right here, but I pretty much work hard, stuck 4 games. It's that game that's been on Friday. What is the game that like you? Is it more free, or you staying just that locked in, or you feel a little bit more comfortable? So you think go.
Yeah, I'd say it's a combination of thinking less and thinking with a purpose. Just kind of knowing what I should be doing in different spots, and then from there, just reacting to what the defense is showing. I feel like when things are flowing well, or I just feel like I'm making the right plays. It's because I'm making the right plays. I'm not hesitating because the last shot didn't go in or whatever it might be. So just if it's the right shot, shoot it. If they try to take the shot away, make the next play, and then just kind of live with the results from there.
Over the last few years, you've had examples like this as a team. As a Joe, Wiggins. Tonight it's Kenrich, who doesn't play all game, like 6 massive minutes for you in the fourth quarter. What is that like for this group to experience that, alongside of it?
Nah, it's great. We've seen it, and obviously when you're playing in the Garden and the Mecca, it's a big basketball game. Everybody's ready to roll. But we've seen K do that in even bigger games than this. Western Conference Finals coming in. I know you remember those games. And, as kind of a vet on the team when I came in, he always would stress, like, get me a shot. So, that's him letting me know he's ready. Whenever he comes in the game, he's thinking, give me a shot. So, especially that big three he hit in the fourth, I knew he was ready to knocked that one down. I saw Cat in a little bit helping. And I had no hesitation swinging it to him, knowing he was going to make that shot.
Last one for
Does your performance mean a little bit more doing it here in NSG?
Yes and no. I mean, it's one game. Doesn't matter if you have 100 points. It only counts as one win on the record. But it's always cool to have a good game. In the Mecca, I've only played here one other time, and I'd say this is definitely my best game in the Garden. So that's awesome. And on top of that, we were able to win the game, which is even better. So
Thank you, Chet.
That's-